I'm Robb, Duluth, Georgia. I've been thinking about publishing the book maybe a little over 10 years. And finally, this is a true story, one day I was saying my prayers in the morning when everybody has a certain time. But then the morning's my big prayers, and I would ask God what could I do for him, because I was always asking him to do things for me. And I kept hearing this voice, kept saying, write your book, write your book. And for 10 years, I didn't do it because I just never had time. And finally, I did it, and I'm glad I did. And I think you got to get off your duff and get going if you're going to write a book. I knew I was probably too old to get a publisher and had never written a book. So I started researching self-publishing companies. I contacted other authors. I went out of my way to meet other authors to find out what publishers they use, self-publishing. And I just did my research, and that's how I found WestBow. And then I found out they were part of Thomas & Nelson Company. That was a major influence because my book is Christian-oriented or Judeo-Christian-oriented, and I thought that this is where I want to be. It was kind of like maybe a gift from God that I even found them. From the very first person I talked to, they were more than congenial. They went way beyond the call of duty. They helped me out, and I've now been dealing with several different people, and it's just been a pleasant experience the whole way. I was kind of blind in doing this. I'd never written a book, and they just kind of took me by the hand and worked me right through it. I was very appreciative. What I enjoyed most about working with WestBow is they finally got me a book. They got my book before I was expecting it, and when that FedEx guy came driving up to the door and left 2 copies, a hard copy and a soft copy, it was probably the greatest day of my life. At least certainly it was way up there at the top. As I got my book in my hand and started selling some, I thought, I'm going to thank this company. And I found Michael Hyatt's name. So I just decided I'm going to write that guy an email and let him know how good they did with WestBow and wish them the best. So many people complain, and they never ever stop to say thank you when somebody does a great job. And I've dealt with a lot of companies for 64 years, and this is one of the best companies I've ever dealt with. I would recommend WestBow Press to any author that's considering self-publishing, and possibly even a published author that's not real happy with the company that's publishing their books. This is not a hobby, I don't think. I want to do this for a profession, and I would think anyone that wanted to do it professionally would be very satisfied with WestBow.